so much more useful once you're dead.
Hey guys, so Chizuru has been out for, I don't know, 6 hours now, something like that. I finished my pulls right away. I went a little ham, and I've had an opportunity to play through, I went through 3 complete chaos runs, and I did the new boss mode with her. So I have a pretty good idea on how she plays, and what epiphanies are good on her, and what ones don't feel so great. So I want to go through that. But before I go into that, I did record my summons, and I want to go ahead and give you guys like a little highlight reel of my summons, so you guys can, I don't know, either click off the video in envy, or, you know, say what the fuck in the comments, or, you know, what have you. But my pull session was pretty good, and yeah, here you go. Oh, this is the new fucking unigram shit, isn't it? Okay, let's, let me out. Let me out. I don't care. Let me out. Let's see how lucky we got on this one. Do we get multiple copies? Well, I know I didn't fail the 50-50 because, you know, she was guaranteed. So, I'm going to continue pulling. I want to go for E2. Let's see if we get a lucky double pull here. Hold? We do? Hold? Okay. I haven't had that happen in this game yet. Easy peasy. Okay, well, we already got E1. Oh, it's not her. Oh, wait. Runoa. Fuck. Okay, this is by far the best summoning session I've had in this game so far. Can we hit another double? Okay. Well, that is pretty good. Wow, this is way cheaper. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go summon for the partner. We pitied. Can we get another double? How about the double? Nope. I'm tempted, guys. Let's just pull some more. You know, why not? Let's see how many tresses we can pull. And do we fail the 50-50? This is for E3. It doesn't look like a double. Do we fail? Yep. A Rin? That's the wrong one. That is E3 Rin for me. Let's go to pity one more time. Or not. Let's just instantly pull her again. Like right after. We already know it's her, right? I just skip. Okay, since that happened, do I just go to pity one more time? Because I just one-tapped her? A Haru? Okay, well, that's E3 Haru. That's not exactly what I wanted. But, can you give me something else, too? Oh, wait! Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. Okay, surely this is enough, right? We're not gonna pity again. It was a fake out. Oh, it's a Clipe. I'll take a Clipe. Okay, so we failed the 50-50. It did it. It did it to me. It's actually gonna make me swipe again. It did it to me. God, I wouldn't mind if this shit was like less annoying to do. All right, let's finish this up. Oh, I didn't have to spin the last ones. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the last dupe in here. Might as well. Oh, well, she's E6. So, I guess we might as well, we got some content to look forward to with this character, I guess. Now that that's over with, okay, so let's go in and talk about her a little bit. Obviously, mine is at E6, and I haven't played her at anything but E6. I have a good idea on what it would feel like not having some of these things, I think. So let me go ahead and talk about her egos first. So the E1 doesn't really make much of a difference. I mean, it's more damage, a little bit of extra healing. It's just kind of nice, right? This right here, though, I'll tell you what, this thing really enables her to be a powerhouse. Because when you get a proper setup, you basically use, like, your Shadow of the Moon is your turn finisher. And then when you have the plus, you create another one, and it's just in your hand starting out the next turn. So it like, gives you a buffer for your next big turn. And it allows you to do that every single turn back to back to back to back. Which really, like, cranks up how strong she is. E2 is very, very strong. If you like this unit and you want to, like, use her a lot, I would go for E2 personally. E2 is very strong. E3 is just a little bit more damage on her ego, of course. this lunar shards, the damage scaling up, I do notice like quite a bit of damage going into these top levels, but this is just, you know, it's kind of overkill at this point. You could probably get away with E2 and she feels very, very strong at that point. But I don't even, honestly, she doesn't really need that to pull off some pretty good damage. You could run her at E0 just fine. So I'll go ahead and go through some of the saves that I have so far. I did 3 builds, and these are the builds that I got in the runs that I did. So the one I have equipped right now, I will go and say right off the bat, removing her basic attacks does not feel very good. It's not very necessary, and actually sometimes it can be kind of bad. The scaling on her basic attacks is very good. They do a lot of damage. They provide you a lot of wisps. They multi-hit good. Scarab set is definitely wanted on her. You want to run Scarab set. And I think you just want to run tri-set, guys. Just like Meilin, you want to run crit damage, attack, and then you want to run Scarab. It's the best set to put on her. Yes, you can do some other things, but I'm just saying that's the best option, right? You could run the 1 crit damage set, but I'll talk about why I don't feel like that's very good. And then you could also, like, I guess you could run the set that came out for her that's new, but honestly, you probably don't, like, you probably already have other pieces for the tri-set anyway, so just run the tri-set. You would have to go farm all that stuff from scratch. Just use tri-set. So actually, before I go into saves, I'll just go into my memory fragments. So like I'm using this. I want to replace my agony here. Basically, I just swapped over some gear to her, but I don't have Scarab set that has subs anywhere near as good as these 2 pieces. So like I have attack on the sub here. The Scarab pieces I have are terrible, and like this one has attack and crit damage on it. It's not a lot, but I can't swap out like this piece because it's void attack, crit damage. This piece is kind of hard to swap out for. So I just need to try and craft some Scarab pieces, and getting a Scarab crit neck is kind of hard. You know what I mean? Because like the rest of her gear is like pretty fucking good. So I have to replace like 2 of the hardest pieces to get Scarab set online. Going into the save data here, let me talk about some of the things. Like this build felt pretty good. I noticed in this one, like I wasn't getting any divine epiphanies, so I was like, fuck, I have all this extra room in my save data. It's like I'm gonna start throwing in some draw. And this is something you could do on this unit. You can throw in, you know, like attack. Attack is pretty good on her for grabbing out, you know, like your Onis or your Shadow of the Moon. Just grab and put it in your hand. Attack feels very good on her. Gear bag, of course, is good. It's a free cost, and that's kind of what you want. You don't want the AP Epiphanies at all. The draw Epiphanies feel really good, though. So, like, I built this one, for example, where I copied this 3 times with draw on it, and this feels really, really good, actually. The only thing is, like, I removed a basic on this one through a convert, and I wish I didn't do it. And I got the attack down here with AP on it, unfortunately. But my logic behind taking the AP on this is maybe it's in my opening hand, and I could just cast it before I use my bound. Keep that in mind. If you do get an AP Epiphany on something like attack, if it's in your opening hand, you can still benefit from the AP. Let's go talk about some Epiphanies real quick. And then I have this build here. This build was actually very solid. This is the last run I just did. It's got double morale Epiphanies on my 2 upgrades. I changed Tsukuyomi to the upgrade. And then I got 2 copies on the 4-hit Oni. And I got the random ally. And I thought maybe this would proc Wisp, but it actually doesn't. It doesn't count as a hit towards the thing. So I was thinking like, fuck, maybe this shit's crazy with the ally attack. It's not. It doesn't do anything. Honestly, that could not be there and it would be completely fine. But it could bring herself back into it sometimes, and it's just a little bit extra damage regardless. And then this is on it, but honestly, the setup I was running had no draw in it, so it's kind of hard to use Ecstasy of Violence on her. Honestly, I think like Portrait of Fury is a lot better. To run Ecstasy of Violence on her, you're going to have to like give her Confiscation or get attack on her or get some other cards, but I was hitting so many Divine Epiphanies on this, I couldn't afford to put more cards into the deck. And I waited for the copy at the end because I thought maybe I'd be able to copy this one time or something at the end. Well, no, that's unique. Maybe copy like this, right? Or copy on the Shadow of the Moon at the end. So I didn't want to overcap the deck. So let me go in and talk about the Epiphanies now that I've actually like played around with them and I know more about them. So I can give you guys a little bit of insight on what's good. Okay, so the ones I played with, I played with this Initiation Exhaust one, and honestly, this one feels really, really, really fucking good if you're fighting a single target fight. If you're fighting a bunch of things at once, this thing feels like ass. So for boss fights, like getting this, I think is like best in slot. You thin out your deck and you just put the curse up and it's just on the boss for the duration of the fight. I think this is the best one for single target, and that's what she wants to do is single target. But outside of single target, like when you're actually doing the chaos, this feels like shit doing the chaos itself until you get to the single target fights. Then it feels fine. Some other of these are okay. I haven't taken the 2-cost one. In theory, it seems okay, but you don't have the AP to really be able to use this. Maybe you would take this in a build where you're not using Restrict, but I think Restrict is very good, so I don't remove it. This one is decent for damage. I haven't taken it yet, but it's fine. And this one's okay as well, just because, it, you know, like you don't get extra AP, so you get a lot of benefit from lowering the amount of AP you have to use, right? So this one's good. And then this one at the front, so basically it just makes it a 2-hit if you already have shackles on the target. So the next time you use this, it'll add an extra hit. It's okay. Really, all in all, it's just a choice between like I wouldn't use this one. This one, just keep in mind what I said earlier about it being really good single target and shit for when you have to fight a bunch of things, because it's just a dead card in your hand. And then these are like, okay, you kind of like determine like which god epiphany they get. So that's Karmic Flames. Tsukuyomi is interesting though. So I've tried a couple of different ones of these. I think this is by far the best one. This one's fucking insane. If you could get this with like draw on it, it's so good. It's really good. Or morale on it. It's insane. I think this is by far the best one. This is okay. I had this one too. This one feels really good if you get multiple copies of it. Oh, no, not this one. It's this one. For each hit of the next attack card used. Not this one. And then +1 hit to the next attack card of this unit. This is okay too. Honestly, like a lot of these are pretty good. I don't think I would use this one here. I think this is kind of the weak link. And this one's just okay because it does thin your deck. But this middle one's insane. This is my favorite one so far. Just the extra hits to your biggest damaging ability is it fucking scales you through the roof. Like, and I'm talking like this thing hits for like 1,000 to hit. So this is an extra 2,000 damage. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, just keep in mind if you run this one, you need to be able to get Will-O-Wisp from other sources. So you need a lot of multi-hit in your deck to be able to get it from your Karmic Flames instead, because you're not getting Wisp from this. You know, like you're only getting it from this at that point. So you got to kind of pick and choose which epiphanies you're taking, because some don't work with the other ones that you pick. Which is very, very Kayron-like in that. Like you have to pick epiphanies that work with each other. There's some that have universal, but like this one, you got to make sure you're getting your Will-O-Wisp stacking from another source, or it's not going to feel as good because you're not going to be able to upgrade your sword. So, and then Bound at Dusk, there's one option that I really like in here, and that's this one. This is actually worded incorrectly. It does not work this way. If it worked this way, it would decrease all the cards in your hand by 1, and then you would use 2, and then they would go back up to your normal cost. That's not how it works. It works just like that, this thing. It works just like this, but for 2 of your cards. So keep that in mind with that. It doesn't let you choose which ones get reduced. It just reduces 2 cards at random. And I'm assuming that works here too. It just reduces the cost of 1 card. It's just not translated correctly. But I think that's the best one. This essentially just gives you 2 free AP every turn. This one I think has some combo potential if you're running some other units that have lead, like Outbreak of War lead cards. You know, like Magma comes to mind. Magna, not Magma. This one I have not used, but this could be okay if you're running a 2 cost, I guess. So maybe you would run this when you're running that other epiphany here. See what I'm talking about? Like this right here. Initiation is on top of the deck. This would make that free cost every time you draw this. If like you only have, you know, this is your only 2 costs in your whole deck, right? Every time you draw this with that epiphany, it would be a 0 cost card, which makes it really good at that point. So you kind of have to like look at which ones and then kind of make pairings on which ones you want to run. There's some that are universal, but there's definitely some that are way more niche on what other epiphany you can run them with. This one's also pretty good. So basically, if you have E2 and you use your Shadow of the Moon as your turn finisher and you generate another one, you can immediately slam down that next one right after for free. So that's the situation where this one's okay. But the thing is, typically I like keeping that card in my hand for my next turn so I can do a next big burst the next turn. and then so on and so forth, where I can just big burst, save the card, big burst, save the card, etc. So this is by far my favorite out of what I've tried so far, and there's like some niche scenarios for the other ones. Oni here. Okay, so I've tried the upgrade one. I believe this one is very good because it also thins out your deck, but keep in mind, if you don't have a lot of sources of hit to generate your wisps, it kind of makes it a little bit hard, but this generates wisps for you at the start of every turn, and it's just more damage on your Shadow of the Moon. If you're hitting 5 times with this thing, it's a lot of damage. Like, this is 2 morale extra per hit, right? It's a lot of damage. This is okay too. Create 2 moon slashes. I liked this card. I have it used it in my first. This is your basic attack. This is why I think Scarab is good on her, because this card has a lot of value. It's a 1 cost, and it essentially does this here. It does a 4 hit because both of those are 0 costs, and it helps synergize with Cassius. You know, if you're using like 000 or something. Or just card count in general, and it feels very good, actually. Like, the damage that comes out on her basic is very good, and getting 2 of them for free, well, 2 of them for 1 mana is really good. This one I have not used, but honestly, I think the middle one is shit because you always have Shadow of the Moon in your hand when you're ending your turn. I would not take this one personally. This one is okay, but keep in mind, you don't benefit as much from your morale. Typically, you're looking to put morale in this build. You'd lose the multi-hit on this, but it also gives you a bigger damage buff to your Shadow of the Moon. So it's still an option. Maybe if you get a good Epiphany on it, it's pretty good. Like, if you get this on 0 cost and it has a vulnerable on it or something, really good pickup. And then this one's pretty solid too. Those ones are pretty diverse in what you can pick. But those are all the Epiphanies. Which ones you pick kind of determines which other ones you pick, and they give you like different ways or different flavors of playing her, which I think is kind of fun. I have not experimented with removing this card yet because honestly I think the mechanic is pretty strong. I don't really have any desire to play Miko with this unit to take advantage of more AP. I don't really find myself wanting more AP. Maybe the only way I would remove this is if I got like a Tsukiyomi Epiphany, right? And like it was like this one and it got AP on it, right? And I got a copy on it on the first boss. Then I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm going to remove that card now. That's where you make that determination. You don't make that determination from the start. You might be able to get like a self-sufficient build on her, but keep in mind, she doesn't have like draw AP like Yuki does, because you know, Yuki and Veronica and units like that, they can draw for themselves and then generate the AP with the draw cards they have. She doesn't have draw. So I think getting draw in her kit is better, and then just take advantage of the fact that everything is really cheap using Bound at Dusk. Get draw on your Tsukiyomis. It feels really, really, really good. Or Karmic Flames. You get the skill version of it. You get draw on it. But granted, you know, you would have to get that other Epiphany to where like this costs 0 or etc. So little finicky, you know, with which ones you pick and how you want to play with them. So I'm gonna go do like some kind of showcase somewhere. I don't think I'm gonna kill, to be honest, because my Cassius isn't good enough, really. But who knows? Maybe we surprise ourselves. We got the random quest. What do we get? Okay, we got 000 there, I think. Does it show which one? 111. I forget which one is the 111. I think that's the morale one, right? I think that's fine. Because I actually use a lot of 1-cost cards. I already messed up. I'm just going to go ahead and draw my... Okay, this is the damage in the heal one. So it's going to be kind of hard to stack that up. I would much rather have like full house. Or 000. This is fine, I guess. Get that back. Do this. I'm gonna stack it back up. I should use that first. Okay, this is at 4. Get it to 5. Go ahead and use it. Go ahead and stack it up for next turn. This is what I mean about like being able to stack it up and set yourself up again. Okay, get a morale here, nice. Okay, we got a big turn here actually. What do I want? Let's get some more scaling on the dark. We'll do this first. Okay, it's already at 4. 1 cast will get 5. Okay, we're at 5. Use it again. Recreate it with the E2. Stack it up again. It only puts it at 2 though. I haven't found a way to get it back to 3 the same turn. It's kind of hard to do that. We're back at 5 again. I haven't been using our partner really. Got it back again. 111. See, my shuffle's just kind of dead in my hand, so I don't want to use it. This is actually looking like a kill, guys. Joker again. I think we just get her ecstasy. Actually, we can grab confiscation and then get an extra draw out of it. Hopefully I draw hers.
Are you
I
ready?
do. And another draw here. The fuck was that? Oh, that was my Shadow of the Moon. I was like, oh fuck.
I'll eliminate.
Okay, so we can actually cap it up again here. So we're at 5 again. And you notice how much healing she's doing too? She's healing the shit out of it.
How pathetic.
Hit it again. And I actually got it back to 3 again this turn.
Finish it.
So I can actually just do it again. Well, and we killed. Well, that is Chizuru, guys. She's pretty good. Granted, mine is E6. Okay, just, you know, keep that in mind. I think she can do that without being E6. E2 is, I think, is needed because you're not going to be able to psycho Shadow of the Moon like that without E2 at least. E6 just gives a little bit more damage after that. I think E2 is like the big break point. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of her. I'm really fucking enjoying her. And thank God, because I spent a lot of fucking crystals on her, like 35,000. Okay, yeah, we went through a lot pulling her, but I'm glad because she's damn fun to play. So thanks for watching, guys. A bit of a longer video this time, but you know, it's exciting times. New units are always fun. I don't know if I'm going to go this ham on every single unit that comes out, but I like being able to show, you know, units max potential. I did get a couple dupes, as you guys saw in there, so like, I do want to continue working on other characters as well and trying other teams with her. I do think Luke feels very good with her. I do like the Ray Cassius has been my favorite comp so far. I think Owen has some potential with her, or Leia has some potential with her. Beryl probably. There's a lot of stuff that I want to try out, and of course I'm probably going to end up building Tressa on this account now because I do want to play Tressa with her as well, even though I've main Tressa on my alt account. But yeah, I'll see you guys down in the comments. Make sure you like the video. I really appreciate it. Sub if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
You fight as if you have 9 lives. This world has no place for you.